One thing that used to confuse me a lot was how mentally tired I could feel, even on days that didn't look especially difficult. Like if someone asked me what was so exhausting about the day, I probably wouldn't have a dramatic answer. Nothing huge happened, nothing collapsed. I wasn't running around all day. And still, by the evening, my brain would feel heavy in a way that was hard to explain. For a long time, I used to judge myself for that. I thought maybe I was just getting worse at handling life. Maybe I was becoming less focused. Maybe I needed more discipline. Maybe I just wasn't mentally strong enough to deal with normal things. But honestly, I think a lot of people misunderstand what drains the brain. Because mental exhaustion is not always caused by one big hard thing. A lot of the time, it comes from constant low-level mental activity that never fully stops. Small decisions, small interruptions, tiny unfinished loops, background thoughts, the pressure of remembering things you haven't done yet, the effort of trying to stay present while part of your mind is still dealing with something else. And what makes that kind of fatigue tricky is that it rarely looks dramatic from the outside. You can seem completely fine. You can still answer messages. You can still show up. You can still get a few things done. But underneath that, your attention may have been getting chipped away all day. And once that happens, even simple tasks start feeling heavier than they should. You read something and it doesn't stick. You sit down to focus and your mind feels slippery. You open one thing, then another, and suddenly even basic effort feels harder to hold. That used to make me think I needed more force. But now I think a better question is not, why am I so bad at focusing today? A better question is, what has already been pulling at my attention all day long? That question changed a lot for me. Because sometimes the answer is not laziness. Sometimes the answer is not weakness. Sometimes your brain is tired because it has been carrying too much invisible work in the background for too long. And I think life gets a little easier when you stop treating mental fatigue like a character flaw. Because if you think the problem is who you are, you just blame yourself. But if you realize the problem may be overload, fragmentation, and constant internal switching, then suddenly your experience starts making more sense. And when things make more sense, they usually get a little easier to handle. Not instantly, not perfectly, but more honestly. And I think that honesty matters more than most people realize.